Iya, selamat bertemu lagi dengan mata kuliah sintaks ya. Ya, untuk kali ini akan saya paparkan penjelasan singkat ya pada unit 6 tentang beberapa sub unit, yaitu yang pertama adalah more phrase structure trees. Second one is auxiliary verbs, and the third one is phrase structure rules and the lexicon. Pada bagian C ini ada pembahasan sedikit tentang the difference between formal and informal grammar. Well, phrase structure trees not only in the words that terminate in some words, but also in its syntactic categories and structure. Example, the boy shows the man with the telescope. Pay attention to this simple sentence. Before we drop down to the tree diagram, we can see from the structure the boy shows the man with the telescope. As usual, that from this sentence it can divide into two phrases first. They are NP and VP. As usual, NP and VP. As we know that NP we can take from the boy, and the rest from shows blah 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 belongs to the VP. Okay, now let's see one by one. NP, we have determiner and noun. Determiner noun, so it consists of the and the boy. You can see from this one. That's the NP, it's complete. And now the second one, we come to the VP. So what branches are in VP? Okay, so there are three branches: V, NP, and VP. From these branches, we can say that the tree shows that a verb phrase may also consist of verb followed by NP or noun phrase followed by a PP, prepositional phrase, with the telescope. Let's see, verb is from shows, and NP, so it can drop down to be two, determiner and noun. Determiner is the and noun is man. So last we come to PP. PP, P and NP with the telescope, with determiner and noun and the telescope. That's the complete one. Maybe the questions, why PP embedded in VP, not NP? Can we do that if PP belongs to NP in noun phrase? Of course we can, but it will have different sense. From this sentence, the boy shows the man with telescope, mean that how does the boy show the man with the telescope? So with the telescope belongs to the verb, V. How about if the sentence or the structures like this? It will be in different sense. Means that not how does the boy show the man, but who does the boy show? Which man? Which man does the boy show? Is the man with the telescope. That will be different. Okay, so it depends on the context. Well, we come to the next one. We talk about auxiliary verb. Many languages have a subclass of verbs called auxiliary verbs or auxiliaries. We can say kata kerja bantu. Example in English include words like should, have, may, might, must, and so on, and be also. which are used in combination with other verbs and that contain another VP embedded inside it. Come to the example again. Example, the driver should take the Cadillac. Pay attention to this sentence. We can see there are two kinds of verbs. One is should and the second one is the main verb take. But how to drop down the tree diagram? Before we come to the tree diagram, the special about the auxiliary verb is that it requires second VP. So there will be two VPs, the first VP and second VP. So the second VP to be present in the tree, just like a transitive verb that requires a direct object to be present. Okay, now let's see one by one. As NP and VP, okay, for NP we have determiner and noun, the driver, and the VP. Let's see, verb maybe have the label aux, mean from the label of auxiliaries, auxiliary, and here the second VP, and then should verb, and then also NP as direct object, take determiner noun, the Cadillac. Okay, let's see. So because there are two verbs, first is auxiliary verb and second is main verb, there will be two VPs. Remember, two VPs. The first VP is from auxiliary, the second VP is for the main verb. So after that come to V and NP, determiner noun. So the NP embedded in the second VP, not the first VP, but still belongs to the second VP first. So break down first from auxiliary and main verb. Okay. In other words, auxiliaries subcategorize for VPs, subcategorize for VPs. And in this tree diagram, take the Cadillac, take the Cadillac here, take the Cadillac, occurs alongside the auxiliary should, should, and that contains the main verb take. Jadi pertama dari auxiliary verb should dulu, kemudian masuk ke dalam kata kerja utama the main verb take. Well, okay, now we come to the next one, another example, The driver should have taken the Cadillac. Here we have one more verb from should take to be should have taken. Means that there are three verbs, two auxiliaries verb and one main verb. Okay, but how to drop down the tree diagram? Pay attention again. NPVP, same still NPVP. Now the determiner noun, the driver, VP come to verb and VP first, okay, and then the first verb is should, as the auxiliary. Second one is verb, okay, we can give the label aux, okay. VP verb again have also here as the auxiliary, right? Okay, and also the third VP, then verb, and then NP direct object, taken the Cadillac. Almost the same like the previous ones. The different ones, the one that here we have the three VPs. The first VP for should, second VP is for have, the third one is for the main verb taken, and then the Cadillac. Okay, so it's not quite difficult, not complicated, to drop down the tree diagram about the number of the verbs. Well, as in other cases of embedding, this rule correctly allows for change of VPs. First VP, second VP, and third VP involving two or more auxiliaries. Yeah? So from the first VP involving two more VPs. Fine. We come to the next discussion. We come to phrase structure rules and the lexicon. We talk about formal versus informal grammars. So after we analyze the three diagrams, whether those analyses belong to formal or informal grammars. Let's see the definition between two. Formal grammar is a model of speaker's internal grammar that we call formal grammar. So what we have done so far to analyze NP and VP that belongs to the formal one or formal grammar. And the formal grammars are different from the books that you have usually seen called grammars. Yeah, like grammar books, study about the present tense, past tense, infinitive to infinitive gerund. Those belong to the informal grammars. They are usually easier to understand than the formal ones, but are usually less precise without analyzing the deep ones like NP or VP. Yeah, those books belong to the informal ones. So it's quite easy to differentiate between formal grammar and informal grammars. Again, formal grammars attempt to represent a speaker's internal grammar much more accurately and in more detail than is usually done in informal grammar. What we analyze like NP, VP, NP from determiner and noun, that's the way how to analyze the NP and VP, blah 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 and blah blah blah. But it's not found in informal grammar. Well, here that phrase structure rules and the lexicon. Formal versus informal grammar still related, in the way to analyze which one is the phrase structure rule and which one is the lexicon. By knowing this means that we study the formal grammar. Most generative grammars represent the structure of a sentence in the form of a tree. The portion of a generative grammar which is responsible for building such a tree is often called the base component and consists of two parts, the phrase structure rules and the lexicon. Here, the base components, phrase structure rules and the lexicon. And PVP belongs to the phrase structure rules and the words, the lesson like the driver belongs to the lexicon. The phrase structure rules and the lexicons so combined to be the syntactic tree structures. The phrase structure rules provide the syntactic structure of the sentence and the lexicon provide the vocabulary. So there are two parts, and PVP belongs to the phrase structure rules, and the driver should take the Cadillac, mean that belongs to the lexicon. The words, the words belong to the lexicon, and NPVP belongs to the phrase structure rules. Okay, the last one, that phrase structure rules provide precise statements about which trees are well formed and which are ill formed. Ill formed means that incorrect ones with respect to setting as constituency and word order. The lexicon provides precise statement about whether the words in tree are used in proper context or not, as well as providing information about their meaning and pronunciation. Well, that's all short explanation about phrase structure rules. Thank you.